I was a lot of European influence,
Yeah.
gastronomic, cuisine, and all and all.
Mm.
And then I forgot I'm from Tunisia. I forgot I'm from Africa. I
Mm.
forgot I'm from. We have two kind of cuisine in Tunis. We have Mediterranean cuisine and African cuisine. Starting from the south, we are African cuisine. We start to the spices changing. We don't use fresh herbs. We use what I smell, what I feel when I for my childhood. It's for sure a lot of Mediterranean flavor, a lot of herbs, a lot of garlic, a lot of meat, a lot of seafood. If you want to preserve our tradition, if you want to preserve, you need to work together, and then to grow with the kids. Kids they need to eat like we did before. Family in Tunis, and then Algeria, Morocco, going to Mali, and then going out. We find the same way to cook stew. This is what we can do as a chef, sharing with other chefs, move to other country to find a new resource, trying to exchange what Afsa did for us, and this 3 day was, believe me, something very emotional for me. It was.
Welcome to the podcast called Battle for African Agriculture, the podcast that explores the powerful struggles and possibilities shaping the continent's food system. I'm your host, and today's guest brings unique culinary and cultural perspective to this conversation. He comes from Tunisia. His name is Chef Wafik Belaid. Have I pronounced it very well?
Yes, very good.
So, welcome.
Welcome, and
Chef.
thank you for this nice podcast and for the invitation. I'm Wafik Belaid. I'm
Yeah.
executive chef of the hotel The Residence Tunis, and I'm a writer, book writer.
Yeah.
And I make a lot of training, and I'm in charge of the national team of football for 70 years, meaning I did about 180 trips in Africa. That's why I say I'm from Africa and state is Tunisia.
Excellent. You also organize big events, you know?
Yes, it's important. It's important. Now we are working in Tunisia. We are working in Tunisia to be international. That's why we are trying to be present in all the event outside the country. That's why I'm here, and the other guys and other chef is present in Italy, in France, in Morocco. They have a lot of event, and it's important because if you want to have international view and to be present in all the restaurants around the world, you need to be international. That's why you need to make a lot of event to share with a lot of people inside the country and outside.
Excellent. Thank you very much. But I just want to take you back to your childhood. Tell us about your earliest memories of food.
Oof.
Yeah.
I started military first.
Oh.
Okay, because I was born in nearby a military caserne and all.
Uh-huh.
But I was in love about kitchen. My cousins was a butcher, and my region Grombelia is very known about wine and the meat and we have a lot of cooked beef, and then that's why I start to be a cook very young with my mother first, and then after with my grandmama, and then I start to be present around all the kitchen when there is a wedding, when there is okay, that's why I'm okay. And then when I start to make military, I start for only for 6 months, but I appreciate this kind of profession.
La brigade military.
Yes, la brigade de la cuisine, c'est la brigade de militaire. Donc military, all the brigade, all the team is like military. That's why I'm happy to share with the team, and it's important. But what I smell, what I feel when for my childhood, it's for sure a lot of Mediterranean flavor, a lot of herbs, a lot of garlic, a lot of meat, a lot of seafood, a lot of fish, and then. I'm from the north. I'm from the Gabon, and it's the land of Harissa. And
Harissa is what?
harissa, it's a hot sauce. It's
Ah,
the famous
okay.
sauce, with the chili, with Tunisian chili,
Uh-huh.
and it's famous on the world. I'm from this city, meaning I'm always with the agriculture,
Mm.
I'm always sharing with the supplier what kind of food and kind of herbs we can use.
Mhm.
And don't forget, if you are in Tunisia, you cannot be not an olive
Yeah, yeah.
expert,
I've been to Tunisia.
meaning the
Two times,
smells
yeah.
of the olive,
Mm.
with the color,
Mm.
they change. They change. There are
Yeah.
a lot of spices and a lot of
Mm.
flavor.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
fantastic. So, question: how did you pass in the culinary world it began? When did it begin and how?
it's goals. I start with a goal. I have a goal. I say, I want to be a chef. I start to work. I start to learn. I start
When
to
did that idea? Why, somebody must have inspired you
yeah.
to be a chef.
To be a chef, no, for aspiring first, no. I was inspired by myself first.
Really?
Because
Okay.
yes, I want challenge. I want challenge. Because when I say in the army, well, nothing. It's not for me. I need everyday challenge. And when you are in the kitchen, it's every day to make people happy,
Mm.
to feel you are making something. That's why I start to make culinary school. I'm 100% product Tunisian product.
Mm.
I make Ottoman school and then high school in Tunisia, and then I travel around the world. I go to Germany
Yeah.
to make that diet kitchen, but I don't make for myself. And then I go to France, and then I return back in Tunis to work in the industry. And then this time I was a lot of European influence,
Influence, yeah.
gastronomy, cuisine, and all
Mm.
and all.
Mm.
And then I forgot I'm from Tunisia. I forgot I'm from Africa. I
Mm.
forgot I'm from this kind of cuisine.
Mm.
Then I stop. Okay, I take my time.
But let me take you back. When you were in the military, were you a chef in the military?
No, no, no.
Simply a
no.
soldier there.
Soldier.
Okay.
When I'm with the military, I don't start the kitchen.
Okay.
I start the
Okay.
kitchen because military. When I stop the military, I start my kitchen in the education.
Okay. So when was that? What? How old were you?
94, 96,
Oh wow. Okay, it's a long time.
52.
The 50s. Yeah. So no, my question would be now: how do North African food traditions and the complexity of Tunisian cuisine
Yes.
some reveal about Africa? What does it reveal about Africa?
Yes, this is the word complexity of the Tunisian. We say North Africa, which is North Africa, because
Mm.
I think North Africa we have two kind of cuisine in Tunis. We have Mediterranean cuisine and African cuisine.
Mm.
Starting from the south, we are African cuisine. We start to the spices changing. We don't use fresh herbs. We use dry herbs like Berber and Amazigh style. Donc, all the tribe they don't use fresh herbs, or they use dried meat like we use in Africa. And then in the north of Tunis,
But we use in Ethiopia.
yes,
Fresh herbs.
yes, in each country,
Yeah.
you find sea. Nearby the sea, you have kind of cuisine, and then when we are nearby the desert,
Center.
it's other cuisine.
Mhm.
That's why it's complexity. And then we are around Tunisia, we have colonized by influenced by the Ottoman cuisine. When the Ottoman come in Tunis, that we have a lot of recipe from Andalusian cuisine, from Roman cuisine, from Jewish cuisine, from Byzantine cuisine, and Berber cuisine. That's all we have in Tunis. And then in each region we have one kind of cuisine and influence. But when you arrive in the south, the common between Africa, the African gastronomy or African cuisine, and the gastronomy in Tunisia, it's the desert, the Sahara. Okay, there is a road of Sahara between Tunis and then Algeria, Morocco, going to Mali, and then going out. We find the same way to cook stew. A lot of stew, a lot of garlic and onions stirred together, oily food, and then one meal but rich with a lot of we say meat and vegetable and a lot of cereal and a lot of we have common with the sorghum, common with the flour, common with chickpeas, and common with some spices like cumin, like caraway, like coriander, and we use a lot of fish like with Africa, but not but the same way to cook. We cook on a stew as we cook in Africa. We grill. Like in south, west of Africa, and then we have a lot of indigenous herbs like in Africa, like pourpier, like melouchia, like this is kind of leaves we find in the north of Africa, and then we find the same yes, in Africa. Yes.
But the question is, how did colonialism affect all this? What do you think? But now I can ask, how did colonialism affect how food is understood? Tunisian and other cuisines are understood, and also what is the impact of colonialism?
Well, for me, colonialism is not a part of the influence in the food in Tunisia. I do, perhaps a way of cooking, perhaps changing some product and introducing some product from the colonization, but we are more traditional, and we focus on our product. This is for the social, but for the industry, it's other things. Because for the industry, they need to have more product, and that's why the colonization give some influence in our cuisine.
So what is the risk of, you've told me how this culture ranges from the Mediterranean down to the Marine,
Yes.
but what is the risk of losing traditional knowledge about food in this fast changing world?
It's very easy. If
What's the risk here?
if you lose your tongue, okay, you lose the marker of the taste. When you grow at 4 years, at 5 years, this is the problem. Okay, if you want to preserve our tradition, if you want to preserve, you need to work together, and then to grow with the kids. They need to eat like we did before, family meals every day. Share what we eat. Don't share from internet.
Yeah.
Bring me this. No, we need to share every day one meal from our traditional. This is the goals, and this is what we try to do in Tunis. The influence of l'agroalimentaire, meaning the brand, and it's. I think we need to have this kind of food, but we need to preserve. The dangerous thing is when the people and we say the government and all the official people, they don't care about the tradition, and this is very important. If the government take care of the tradition, culture, and the culture in general. When we say culture, we say inside, and the culture and the art. Okay, art and culture, we are inside, meaning the kitchen. We need to preserve this. We need to write a book. We need to make a codification, as we spoke with the guys later.
Okay. In your work, you often described food as a battleground. So, what is this battleground? What are the forces battling?
The forces of the battleground is to preserve the originality and the traditional food, and don't touch it and don't twist it before. Let's focus on something traditional, and then you can enhance, and you can enhance the presentation, or to add something. But for me, it's very important when you study in the school. They need to start to study the product, not the action, because in all Africa, I saw a lot of school. They start directly with a recipe, starting with French recipe or Italian recipe, but to explain the way of cooking. I say you need to explain the way of cooking. For example, roast, but don't bring example from other cuisine. Bring example from your cuisine, and then you don't waste time. And then your young ambassador, because the young student, it's for me, it's ambassador. We are ambassador. We are not non-official ambassador, because we are traveling around the world and we are sharing our experience. And these young people, it's the future of the Africa. It's for me, it's very important.
So what you are saying is, when you cook,
yes,
you don't have to, inherit other ways of cooking as it is.
yes,
You have to start from your own,
Yes.
and you have to make it your own.
yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
It's very important.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there is a wave of culinary tourism, and interest in African flavors.
We are happy.
What is opportunity? But there are some who say that this is kind of cultural appropriation. And some people coming from outside, appropriating or taking from our culture.
It's,
That's what they are saying. There are a lot of chefs coming and taking out cooking.
the word is very easy. The sentence is very easy. We call it la diplomatie culinaire. Diplomatic culinary.
Yeah.
What is diplomatic culinary?
Mm.
Each country, they try to have his own culture, his own way of cooking, or a recipe, and all. And with this wave of exchange and wave of internet and influencer and etc., people, they start to bring a recipe from country, and then they put it in the other recipe. And for me, it's good. It's good. It's exchange. For me, it's exchange.
So you
And
you
for the
don't
business, and for the business, it's very important. It's very important for the business, because tourism is not only sun and go to the beach and go to the mountain. We need to open some house with a farmer, with as we talk with you about agriculture and tourism and all. We need to implement this because it's a good business.
Yeah, I think I totally agree with you. One concern is that, for example, there was this story about jollof.
Jollof, yes.
Jollof comes from Western Africa.
Yes.
There's a fight between Ghana and Nigeria.
Yes. As we have in North of Africa, we fight about couscous. But after you're okay, because UNESCO give the couscous for all.
All of you.
All of you.
Okay, that's what you.
But Harissa is 100% Tunisian. It's right in the UNESCO.
Okay, the controversy that time was, I don't remember his name, but an American chef
Yes.
came and cooked jollof.
Okay.
And the question was, that was isolated from the culture, and he didn't talk about the source of the food. That's what is appropriation, you see.
It's our rule. It's our responsibility.
Yeah.
It's a responsibility for the chef. It's a responsibility for the government. Always I say the government, for me, I call it mama and papa. Mama and papa need to take care about our culture, about our food, because if you don't write, if you don't prepare a book to give to the ambassador, to give a gift to the other ambassador, this is the diplomacy. What I'm saying, we are so emotional in Africa. Okay, we are so emotional. We can talk for a long time. We have a nice spirit. We have the best music. We have the best football player. But also we need to have the best African gastronomy and way of cooking.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. So, I had a discussion with an excellent chef.
Yes.
Some minutes before you, and she was saying that she learned cooking to be a chef in South Africa.
Yes.
And there was no single curriculum about African food.
Yes.
Yeah. No single curriculum.
Yeah, no.
I don't know whether where you took your course, maybe.
In Tunis, I'm talking now with a chef in Chad. In Chad, they don't have a cooking school. Perhaps they start to make a cooking school. For us in Tunisia, we have inside the school directly when we start to learn, we start en parallel. We start to learn about French cuisine and techniques and all, and at the same time the Tunisian food and the products.
Excellent, that's it. So
we work on it from 5 years ago we don't have, but now every year we have Tunisian food competition, young chef competition. It's very important. Young chef.
Yeah.
It's like this. You create.
Yeah.
How to say? Not economic system, but communication system. Because if you have in one competition, last competition we receive about 100 cook, young
Okay,
chef.
okay.
It's important. This is
Yeah.
this is important.
If we want food system, that honor justice, sustainability, and also culture, where do we start?
Sustainability.
Yeah, if we the culture, justice, as we are now, probably if you look at the Tunisian food system politically, it may not be that everybody eats.
Yes,
There might
yes.
be some challenge.
Yes, for sure.
And the kind of food that is eaten is not always very good and healthy.
No.
There are people who
want to
have
eat
different
it.
interests.
Yes. They want to
Export
be-
and whatever.
Yes, or eating international food.
Yeah.
They have. No.
Yeah,
It's-
not that kind of problem. So where do we start if you want to move in appropriating that, in reclaiming that? Where do we start?
I don't understand the question.
Yeah. Okay. As we have seen it, let's take Tunisia
Okay.
as a country,
Okay.
and I work with a number of actors from Tunisia.
Okay.
And they tell me that there is focus on export.
Okay.
Export.
For the export, yes. Because, no,
Export.
it's business.
Yeah, it's business.
It's business. Yes.
Not necessarily healthy food,
Yes, for sure.
not production in the.
No. Not healthy food.
And-
Industrial food.
So this creates power
Yes.
between those who have,
Okay. Good.
those who don't have,
Okay.
and it creates a problem around seed also. The seed,
Yes.
the problem, the food,
Yes.
The diversity food
Yes.
that you have.
Yes.
Do you think that diversity in seeds, the diversity in food, increasing in Tunisia, or decreasing?
No, it's increasing. We are changing the way. We are changing the way how to produce vegetable. We start to bring the old cements, ancestral cements, and then to put it in our menu. We start chefs to promote this is kind of.
How many are you doing that? All over the country.
No, 10 chefs or
You
20
see,
chefs.
but we are talking about not you,
But it's
about
important.
Tunisia
No,
in
Tunisia-
general.
Tunisia, we start. Everybody starts
That's
to change.
excellent.
We
That's
start
excellent.
to change.
Because you
We start
started.
to change. We start to eat. We start to be sustained. We start to be green. With no waste is everywhere in all restaurant and this is the spirit not from the government. We start together, chefs together, the community of food and beverage. We start together. We work on this.
Because you recognize that there is a problem.
Yes, sure.
Already.
For sure, there is
Okay.
a problem.
That's what I want to say.
Yes.
Okay. How do you see the role of chef, not just as a cook, but as an educator, as an activist, and also as a storyteller?
In each
The
country,
role of chefs,
yes.
cooking is one thing, but you have another
It's-
responsibility.
it's finished.
What you are doing now.
Finish. Time the chef to cook is finished. It's
Yeah.
something we say for when we make a percentage is 30% from the chef to cook. Okay.
Aha.
The other thing is to manage, to find the new resource, to implement a new kind of vision, not the same food, to be creative, to take from the heritage, and to find also not the product. We talk a lot of product, but we never talk about the utensil. And utensil, how to
The
serve,
materials, yeah.
how to serve. We have a nice material, on the table we make a pottery. We need to focus on it because the food, we don't have a sexy food. We say, okay, we don't have a sexy food because it's saucy, it's generous. We eat in a nice quantity, but in the same time we need a nice presentation. I don't want to see, for example, like little cuisine with drops with no. I want to see the original and traditional with nice
Material
with artistic way
expression, yeah.
expression. This is what we can this is the role of the chef. It's just not only to take care about sustainability, how to pass the message to the young generation, to don't waste product, to find a new idea. For example, for me, I stop frying in my hotel, frying only 3 times in a week. Meaning we decrease the salt. This is what the chef can do, and then for the storytelling, it's our identity. You cannot say I have I don't know couscous with fish without history, and because I give you one story. We have couscous with sorghum and then fish. And this is in nearby one island in Tunis. This is everybody need to talk like this. Not only couscous with fish. Everybody can say couscous with fish or gnawiya. When you say gnawiya, it's a gombos. Gombos, it's gnawiya. And from the north of Africa to the south of Africa, we have gombos. And each
gombos is what?
Gombos okra.
Okra.
We call it gnawiya. Gnawiya is the word in Berber. In Berber.
Okay.
We find a lot of. This is what we can do as a chef, sharing with other chefs, move to other country to find a new resource, trying to exchange what AFSA did for us, and this 3 day was, believe me, something very very emotional for me. It was this is the first time I visit Ethiopia, and for me this exchange, the chef is growing. Okay, the chef is growing.
Yeah, thank you, Suri. What is food sovereignty for you, especially in the context of Northern Africa? What is food sovereignty?
Food sovereignty, we need to focus on agriculture. Okay, we need to help the young farmer to have more product, to have more facilities, more choice. Because if you focus on one choice, we are dead. This is the business. We need to open to help the farmer. Sometimes we need to go to see the farmer and give him the opportunity to work with you. Don't wait, because the farmer not have the time to go to the city, to go to the. We need to move this to preserve the sovereignty. Because if you don't work like this, if you don't take care about our food, we start to import from outside, and it's finished.
Fantastic. We're concluding. One question: what is your advice to other chefs, especially youth, to hold on to the traditional food system? We're trying to do that. What's your advice?
My advice is very simple. Be yourself, meaning be your country. Okay, include your food, culture, way of life, and all. This is because I cannot say to the cook, for example, go to. No. You are a cook. You need to know what you cook from the earth to the plate. This is and when you go from the earth to the plate, you find your tradition, you find your culture. You don't need to find to know the recipe. If you start to work on the earth, it's for sure you know all the tradition, and you don't waste time. Because sometimes there is a people who after 10 years like me. After 10 years, I remember I'm Tunisian, and I remember I have a lot of things to learn, and then I stop, and then I start to learn. That's I'm saying to the people now. Start with agriculture, with the field, with the soil, and then you are okay for sure.
That's good. So as a chef, I think this is a fantastic advice. You have to understand where your food is coming from, then you'll understand what the recipes in the the connection will increase.
For sure, you don't want to. You don't need to be wow and a lot of no. It's natural.
Where do they come from?
Mother nature.
Well, let me say I'm coming to Tunisia.
I'm very happy, and
some months after today or next year. Next year or something. So what would you cook for me? A special Tunisian food. One food.
One food, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We call it ملوخية.
Aha.
ملوخية, it's black sauce. Okay,
Uh-huh.
with a plant like a kale.
Mm-hmm.
We reduce in powder. Okay, this plant we receive between the exchange between Pharaoh era and the island of Gerba. We have one island in Tunis in Gerba, and in this era there is an exchange. They bring us ملوخية, okay, and we give him oil and dates. This is the exchange.
Okay, so,
And this plant, it's a plant. It's we call it melukia. It's from king. And then when you have a big friend or a big person
Guest, yeah.
or guest, yes, we prepare this. We cook for 24 hours, okay,
Wow.
in slow fire.
Wow.
We cook with a shank of beef, of a nice beef, and it's traditional food, and it's a lot of spiritual food, and very tasty, very tasty. Yes.
I can't
But
wait
with-
to eat it.
But with bread.
Okay,
with
I
bread.
love bread.
With bread, we have a nice bread, Tunisian bread, with flat bread. We did on the sand.
Yeah, I know.
Yes,
I've already tasted it.
Okay,
It's fantastic.
Good, fantastic.
Thank you very
Thank
much
you
for
very
coming
much,
to my
I would say.
podcast.
Merci beaucoup.
Really appreciate it.
Merci
Thank you.
beaucoup.
Cheers.
Merci.
Thank you.